Hey YouTube, I'm back. Over the last few weeks, I've actually picked up a ton of new things, so let me show you what I got. So the first thing I'm going to show you is non-game or media related, but it is something I really wanted to get for a long time, and that is a Chris Super V Glock 21 magazine extension kit. And what this kit is meant to do is to convert your standard 13-round Glock 21 magazine and convert it to a full 30-round magazine. And by the way, I do have some Winchester white box hollow points in there. And this is actually meant to be used with the Chris submachine gun, which you can actually see in both Modern Warfare 2 and 3, among other games. And since it is essentially a Glock 21 magazine, you can actually use it in a Glock 21 and also a subcompact Glock 30. I actually used to own a Glock 30 a long time ago. I sold it for some reason. I really don't remember why, but I do plan on buying another one soon. I actually do happen to have a Glock 30 magazine in 45 ACP. Oh, by the way, this is a 45 ACP magazine. And this is a 10-round magazine. So yeah, this is one huge magazine. And to show you another comparison of the sizes, I happen to have a subcompact Glock 27 9-round magazine in 40 Smith & Wesson. I just happen to have some. What are these? These are S&B 40 Smith & Wesson rounds in there. They're just standard full metal jacket. So yeah, this is one big magazine right here. And these are fairly pricey. I do plan on getting a few more when I do get my Glock 30 again. Whoops. Dropped something. All right, moving on. I did get a few new Metal Gear items for the collection. I actually got something that's pretty unique, and that is a survey and a pamphlet for the Metal Gear Arcade. So pretty much this survey sheet was given to Metal Gear Arcade testers just to say what you did or did not like about the game. So that's pretty neat. And this pamphlet actually just goes over what the game is. So this is what the arcade actually looks like. It's actually a 3D game, and you actually use both the 3D glasses and a light gun, and it kind of looks like a Magpul PDW submachine gun. And yeah, it just goes over the details of the game itself. So that's a pretty unique item. You really don't run across those very often. Next is a bandana, still sealed. I think this was for a pre-order bonus for Metal Gear Solid 4. So that's pretty cool. Let's see. I also got something pretty cool, and that's also something I'll run across very often. And that is a Metal Gear Solid 4 Gecko Duck keychain or lanyard or something. It's still sealed, so you see the little Gecko Duck. And keeping with the Gecko Duck, you've actually seen this in several cutscenes in Metal Gear Solid 4. These were actually produced by Konami Style Japan, and they only made a couple of these, like a couple thousand of these, if I remember. It might be a little bit less than that. And that is the actual Gecko alarm clock. And it just comes in this plain brown box. I actually have it right here. These are actually very expensive. These actually go for a couple $100s up to like $400, I think. But it actually does a little head movement like it does in the game. So let me just turn it on, and it makes the noises as well. So there's a little snooze button right down here, and there's the alarm switch on the back. Uses actually a 1 AA and 2 AAAs. And if you take off the tail of the duck, you can actually set the alarm and set the time. And it has a little speaker in the back as well. So very cool. I've been wanting one of these for a long time, but they're just so damn expensive. And I just think that's so cool. So that's a unique little item from Metal Gear. All right, moving on to the DVD-related items I've picked up. Actually, I do have one more item. I'm sorry. That's Metal Gear related, and that is the Metal Gear Solid Sons of Liberty comic book. This happens to be issue number 3. Unlike the 2 other Metal Gear comics I showed you last time, this is actually the next series. So it's actually, unlike the first one, which has actually followed the first game, this one actually follows Metal Gear Solid 2. So on the cover is Vamp, so it's really cool. Have it in the comic book sleeve. Next are the DVD-related items, and I actually picked up a bunch of HD DVDs. I actually like picking these up because they're pretty cheap, and I do have a lot of them. So the first one I got is Battlestar Galactica Season 1, still sealed. Really good series. They only made season 1 for HD DVD before HD DVD went out. Got a few more HD DVDs. The next one is Doom. This is not particularly a good movie, but it was like I think I picked this up for maybe a couple bucks. Next is Dune, and with Sting in it. And this movie is not particularly that good either, but it's all right, I guess. Kind of a crappy 80s movie. But this is a really good movie. This is Casablanca. If you don't know anything about this movie, you really should watch it because it's really good. Classic movie. Next is actually been something I've been wanting to get for a long time, and I'm a big fan of this series, and I finally decided to get the DVD box set, and that is of the original Battlestar Galactica. This is the complete epic series. If you don't know too much about the original Battlestar Galactica, it came out in I think 1979 or 1978, and it was only out for one season before they canned it. So this is actually a double-sided disc. This is has 3 hours of deleted scenes and a 45-minute documentary. Has a little lenticular eye, like the Cylon eye. That's really cool. Obviously, the DVDs are not in here because I'm watching them right now. So that's really cool. I've been wanting one of these for a while. Moving on to Blu-rays. I actually got a few Blu-rays, and I got these for a pretty good price since the FYE in my area was actually going out of business, so I got these for like maybe a couple bucks. So the first one is the Ultimate Hunter's Edition of the Predator, which is one of the best sci-fi movies of the 80s. Actually, I think of all time, to be honest. If you haven't seen the original Predator, you have to see it. One of Schwarzenegger's best movies. Next is the History Channel's World War II in HD. I'm a big World War II buff, and this is actually a really good series that the History Channel did, so definitely check it out if you haven't seen it already. Next is Defiance, which is actually a pretty good movie as well. Then Enemy at the Gates. And finally, the Halo Legends Blu-ray. I already have the collector's edition, but I decided to get the. I'm just going to keep that one sealed and just watch this one. I picked this one up for like $5. It has a cool shiny cover on it, slip cover on it. All right, moving on to, let's see. I do have a ton of stuff to go over, so I guess I'll show you this one. This is a really unique item. These are actually pretty hard to find, and I'm really happy that I finally found something for one of my obscure consoles, and that is a demo disc for the FM Towns Marty systems. And this is the FM Towns Super Technology demo of 1993. So this is pretty much just a demo disc. Has some games in it. So it's Argonaut, Animatech, Macromedia, Zactrix or whatever, and Psygnosis, I guess. I don't know. But this is pretty cool. FM Towns stuff is actually really hard to find, and it's actually fairly expensive, so I'm really happy I got this. I think I picked it up for maybe $15 off eBay, so that's really cool. So this is the only piece of FM Towns media I do have. Might as well do the handhelds. Actually, let me do handheld stuff. Got a couple DS games. First one is Squishy Tank from Natsumi. Pretty interesting game. I think it's like a puzzle game, I think. Next is Tetris Party Deluxe. And finally, Professor Layton and the Last Spectre. So, really nice. I actually picked up a ton of 3DS games over the last few weeks. So, let me go over these. First one is a really interesting game. That's Bit Trip Saga. It's a bunch of mini games. It's more of like a rhythm game. So check this out. It's really cool. Next is Gabrielle's Ghostly Groove 3D from Natsumi. Mario Kart 7. Shinobi, and has a nice shiny cover. Sonic Generations, which is actually not that good on the 3DS. I actually prefer to get it on the, if you were to get it on the consoles. Pokemon Rumble Blast, which is not a good game. And finally, the Resident Evil Revelations with the misprint on the spine. I think they're all misprints for the first release. As you can see, Revelations is spelled wrong. And this one's still sealed. I haven't really gotten to it yet. But with that, I actually got the pre-order bonus Resident Evil I can't talk today. Resident Evil Revelations 3DS case, and it's lenticular, so you see the eye blinking. These are pre-order bonuses. They're actually supposedly, they were very limited. You had to pre-order your game like a long time ago to get one of these. So I'm never going to put this on my 3DS. I'm probably not even going to take it out of the bag, but it's still something that's pretty cool to get. I might have to split this video up into a couple. I can't talk today. I might have to split this video up into several parts, actually maybe just 2 parts, because I do have a ton of stuff more to go over. So the next are the PSP related items. First is, I think this might be the only, let me see. No. See, I have 2 PSP games and the rest are UMDs. This is Star Wars Lethal Alliance. And this is the, Final Fantasy VII Crisis Core, and this has the limited edition silver Best Buy cover. So as you see, it's just silver and shiny and nice. All right, I picked up a ton of Blu-rays. These are pretty interesting ones. I guess somebody just brought in their entire UMD collection, and they're all pretty unique UMDs, so I'm pretty happy to have picked them up. And they were all, like, I think like a buck or 2 each. The first one is Cowboy Bebop Session 1. And this one has the first 5 episodes of Cowboy Bebop. Next is Godzilla Final Wars, the 50th anniversary. And as you know, I'm a huge fan of Godzilla, so I had to pick this up. Why is it shaking inside? Oh, it's in one of those crappy replacement cases. Oh My Goddess, the movie, which is a pretty good movie, and Tron. These are actually, the Tron UMDs are actually pretty hard to find, so I'm happy to have gotten one for like, I think maybe a couple bucks. And I think that's it for portable devices. I got a couple GameCube games, Alien Hominid, and this was originally a Flash game on PC, and then they brought it over to the GameCube. Really good game. And finally, for the GameCube, I got Space Raiders, which is essentially a 3D version of Space Invaders. I've actually been trying to hunt this one down for a while, because it's not very common, but pretty cool. Let's see what else I got. Might as well show you the PS3 games. Actually, I got one Saturn game. I picked this up for free, and that's Amok, I don't know what Amok, I guess, or whatever. It's a mech game, kind of like Mech Warrior for the Saturn. I might as well, I'm running out of time, so I'll just show you these. Oh, God. I might as well stop the video right here. Because I don't have enough time and I do have a lot of stuff to go over. So keep an eye out for my next video. I'm going to show you pretty much a ton of stuff that I really got that I got for dirt cheap. And I'll show you the proof that I got for dirt cheap as well. So keep an eye out for that. I'll see you soon. Bye.